Good morning, it's me. I'm back. I'm Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm coming to you live on Wednesday morning, 10:30 Eastern. And somebody asked me to tell you the date too, so that when they went looking for my videos, they knew that they were on the right day. So today is November 20. It's actually my father-in-law's birthday. So you can find me anytime, even when you can't find me live. You can find me anytime on my website at dazzledbystamping.com. And so I'm here today. We just got done with an awesome on-stage 1,300 demonstrators were all together in one room stamping and listening to watching presentations and listening to motivational speaking and recognizing each other's accomplishments. And hello, Marcia. I got on a little bit late. That's probably why you couldn't find me. I think I was a minute late. I'm glad that you're here. So we had a good time. Almost all my team could go. One person from here couldn't come, and one person. I actually have a teammate in. Oh, sorry, I made it bouncy. I have a teammate in the DC area that I met when I went to an event. It was an incentive trip. Stampin' Up! Had some getaways for a while. It was just a weekend getaway, and I earned a couple of those. And anyway, so I have a team member out there too. So she didn't come to Lansing, but my team member Judy Cole, that had moved to Alaska a year and a half ago, something like that, she came and she met us in Lansing. It was so awesome. So we had all of us there, plus our travel group that we've met people over the years, and we all stayed together and had a great big shoebox swap. Hi, Diane. I'm glad you're here. Oh, and Carrie's here too. Hi, Carrie. We missed you this weekend. I understood why you couldn't go, but we would have enjoyed having you here. Oh, let's see. Anyway, it was a fun day. I got a cool new backpack and lots of free stuff. Because Stampin' Up! Always has something called Prize Patrol. So it was fun, actually. Other than that, I couldn't be with my team. It didn't work out the way we thought it was going to in the morning for setting up and finding spots and stuff like that. But I couldn't be with my team because I signed up to help with registration, and which was actually fun, seeing people and being excited with them and whatever. But my team had to fend for themselves and find where we could sit and whatever. I thought I was going to be able to save tables for us, and that didn't work out at all. Anyway, registration was fun. Because what we did, we had a lot of new people that hadn't been to an onstage before. I think because it was in Lansing and we have a lot of demonstrators in Michigan. That's just my guess. But we had a lot of new people. So they got a new, this is my first time at onstage. So they got a pin for that. So I had to ask if they were first timers so they could grab a pin. And then everybody got to grab a number pin. I should have saved mine, but I didn't. Then I could have showed you. I'm not very, I don't know the word. I don't save things. I don't know I don't know the word. I can't think of it. I have enough clutter. I'm not trying to save stuff like that. But anyway, so we had a cool pin that they had designed. And they had the numbers 1 through 6 on it. And so everybody could pick a pin. And so that was my job, to tell them to pick a pin. And I just told them they're all winners. Pick whatever number you want. Well, I don't know if I'm not a hoarder. No, it's more the mental, emotional part of keeping stuff. I can't think of that word, Marcia. Like I never saved any of my kids' schoolwork when they were little. Hi, Alexa. I'm glad you're here. I don't know. You would think that I would be the way that I'm trying to describe, but I'm not. I don't want stuff. And I seriously never saved the kids' any, well, other than maybe like Mother's Day cards. I have like stacks of those here and there, but like their paperwork or their schoolwork, that's not me. I don't do that. Anyway, so it was fun. I had the habit of when I was checking people in, I'm like, and you get to pick a number pin. They're all winners, so whatever you grab is fine. And some of them, like especially the newbies, were like, oh, okay, and they're all winners. And so it was a fun time. Oh, and I rocked my line, unless I just got the shortest straw as far as how many were going to come through my line. I don't know, because they had them, you know how you have a line for A through C or you know, whatever. Anyway, I had K and L, and I got it down so I had nobody in my line, while the two people next to me, they just had great big long huge lines. I'm like, here I am. So when somebody come up, I'm like, oh, I was just waiting for you. So anyway, it was fun. But we had a fun day, and I got new stuff and new catalogs. It's gorgeous. So I already have the new, we're not calling it Occasions catalog anymore. It's just the, it's just the mini, but it's for the date. So January to June mini, and then the celebration catalog. So yeah, so that was my weekend. It was so much fun. Okay, so I'm going to get started with you, and I'm going to do a gift card holder. I've done one similar to this all month with my clubs. Excuse me. I had gotten some ideas from other demonstrators, and several of them did this particular design, and I just liked it. It's just a simple way of making a gift card holder. So I am going to use, I think I used this last week. I'm going to use Christmas Gleaming again, and it coordinates with two punches. This for this size and this size. So this is full size. Yeah. So this is full. This is the full size images. So this bundle has two punches in it for both of those sizes. But I'm gonna use. I'm not sure I will ever get used to being backwards on camera for trying to tell you. Like looking at my screen and then trying to point to something, it's confusing. Because I'm looking at the right side, but I'm having to use my left finger here. So I'm going to be using this. And I'm going to probably be using the same designer paper that I used last week too, because I love it so much. The same designs. It's just, I can't get away from, you remember the stripes last week? I think I had it on something. I can't picture it now suddenly. But anyway, so I'm going to put you down. I'm going to use my new trimmer for doing the scoring of this, and so you can see what you, how you can do it, because it's really easy. So, okay, I'm going to put you down, so I need to do my tools here. I'm going to unbackwards you and flip you upside down. Okay. Put it on straight here. Okay, so this is a piece of Very Vanilla, because that's what goes with this designer paper, Brightly Gleaming. So I'm using vanilla. Okay, so I got my cutting blade out of the way, because I don't need to cut. I already cut this down to 5.5 by 8.5. So just cut it in half, cut my cardstock in half. Okay, so I'm going to score it at 2 inches. And then I'm going to score it at 4.25 inches. So if it makes more sense to you, 4.25 is the half. So I usually end up scoring it in half and then turning it, pulling it out and scoring it at 2 inches, because I don't want to get confused, and I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, so that's all the scoring that I have to do. And I'm going to fold it on the score line. And you probably can't see it. I'm going to fold it too on the regular, like, half a card line. Okay, so here's my card. I'm going to put some color in here. So this color is here just so that you can see it. So here's my card, and then here's my fold that I just made, the extra score line. And you can see, I think you can see, that the middle score line's right here, so maybe it's 1/4 of an inch away. When I first did this, I thought, oh no, can my gift card fit in here? But it fits in here perfectly. You just have to turn it sideways. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, first thing I want to do, this is probably the best thing to do first is to make your pocket. So I'm going to use tear and tape. I always use tear and tape when I'm trying to keep something folded. Anytime there's a box, or if I'm making a pocket that's folded or something like that, you need tear and tape because just snail isn't going to hold it. You need something that will encourage it to stay a little bit more than just snail. So it's a good idea to do your pocket first because then you won't get confused where you need to put your designer paper. Okay, so I'm going to be making, well, it's going to go on both sides, and it'll just, when I was first looking at it, when I had it totally open, I might have on mistake put my designer paper on the inside of this pocket. I don't know. You'll figure it out. Just remember to do the pocket first. Okay, so I'm going to stamp first quick here before I put my designer paper on because I'm using Memento and I'm going to be coloring with blends, and you know that we need to let it dry. So I have my, why it's not, there's a glare or something. Can you see it okay? I'm trying to hide it from the glare. Oh, it did help. Okay, so there's I'm going to let it dry for a minute. And then, and I'll put my designer paper on here. Okay, so I used all my favorites again. So I have the, need snail. So I have on the other side of this, the one that has the ornaments. I love that one very much. So there's the front. And then the stripes is totally my favorite. Even though there's copper accents on here. Like this is all copper if you can't. Oops, I can't figure out how to get it in the camera. That's all copper accents, but this is my favorite side. I love the stripes. Okay, so putting this down here. Okay, and then I also want to decorate the pocket, partly because, so this is the other side of the ornaments. Partly because I want to make sure someone knows that there's a pocket there. I mean, obviously, if I'm using this, I know the pocket's there, but if I'm just, like if I'm selling it or showing it or giving it away or whatever, then that just helps you know that it's there. And a card will fit, a gift card will fit in there. I tried it with a credit card type thing, but I wasn't sure at first. Okay, so we're going to set this aside, and we're going to do some coloring. Remember, it probably wouldn't make a big difference on this, but you don't attach this that you're going to color on anything before you color it, because the Stampin' blends, if you do it right, the Stampin' blends can come through. Oh, I think I did those wrong. I think I want Night of Navy instead. Do I have it? I do want Night of Navy. Okay, I don't want Pretty Peacock. Is this it? Dark Night of Navy. Okay. So what? I love the brush tip better. Okay, so I'm gonna add some dark here. don't want it around the whole thing. I just want the one side. And then I'm going to pull the dark down into the rest of it. So I'm making these. These look like blueberries. I love blueberries so much. Okay. So there's that. So you don't want too much dark in there because then it just doesn't work. Okay. So in this designer paper, the color that's in here is Mossy Meadow, but I wanted something lighter. So I'm using Old Olive. And what I'm doing this time is I'm outlining, coloring all the veins, and I'm not talking and coloring very well. That's actually usually the way. I forgot. So I'm coloring the veins and outline it so that it will get a good good blend look. And if you, okay, so I just did one leaf at a time because it blends better when it's still wet. So you don't want to do too much of an area ahead of time. So you choose small areas and then you can blend them in. I wondered why I couldn't talk while I was doing something, but for some reason that's what happens when I'm coloring. Crazy. Okay. So I have my points holly. It's holly leaves done. And yes, I know holly berries are not blue, but I just made them that way. Okay, then what I want to do is I have this, I love this Merry Christmas from, I am not doing well I need to quit trying to look at the camera when I'm trying to show it. I love this blocky Merry Christmas. So we're going to ink this up in Night of Navy. You don't want to press it, we're just tapping it. And then we're going to stamp it right on a scrap of, that's not quite as dark as I want it to be. I'm going to try it on a different one. I had a few scraps here. All right. I'm not pressing any harder. I'm just moving around on my ink pad more to, I did just ink this yesterday, but somehow that, it still didn't get as dark as what I wanted it. Ooh, that's better. Okay. So here, oh, why am I having a problem today? Here is my Merry Christmas. So now what I want to do is trim it up. So I don't mind fussy cutting when it's just straight cuts. I do not like fussy cutting when it's all over the place. Okay, remember, if you're commenting, I love that, and I want your comments or questions or whatever you got, but I can't see when you're commenting when I have you down. So I will get back to you later. I always go back after I edit my video. So feel free to comment or ask questions or whatever, and I will make sure to answer you. Okay, so here, why is this a problem today? So here's my Merry Christmas. All right, and dimensionals. These are big ones. Oh, I want the small ones this time. The dimensionals barely fit on here for the full size. And so I didn't want to take chances with being on camera, finding the exact right spot. So I'm using the mini dimensionals. Those are wonderful. By the way, I got these on stage because when we have a, see, look, this is how it comes through. This is the back of it when I'm done using the Stampin' blends. We get an amazing thing, or at least that's what Stampin' Up! Has done for quite a while now. When we go to a local event and we're all done with our stamping at the end of the day, They tell us to pass the box around that we've been using all day. We made 4 different make and takes. So there were at least 4 stamp sets in there and lots of supplies for all these different things. And they told us to pass it around and everybody take one thing at a time. So I got to come home with lots of loot besides my prize patrol. By the way, that was the number that you get to pick, was for prize patrol. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here. And I think we need some bling, don't you? So here's what I'm going to do. So I'm using, these are just amazing colors. I'm using both of these. These are the Noble Peacock and the Holiday Rhinestones. Because Night of Navy is on the Holiday, but Pretty Peacock is on the Noble. That's why I was saying Peacock twice. Pretty Peacock is on the Noble Peacock Rhinestones, but Night of Navy is on the Holiday. Okay, so I have that. Glary today. All right, now the other thing that I need to remember is when I'm going to put this on here, because I don't have anything at the back, I have to remember, don't put adhesive on this side. So you got to be careful. And again, because this is going to be open and closed potentially a lot, I tend to use tear and tape for this part too. So I just need to make sure that I don't go over the halfway line. Those on there. Let's make sure I have it on the right side. I do. I've done it before where you flip it over and it's all backwards, and so then you get confused. Okay, so we'll put this on here. Oh, I just love these so much. Okay, so here's my card. And I'm done stamping, so I'm just going to flip you up because it's always better coloring when I do. Okay, so I'm going to upside down you, backwards you, and here I am. Okay, and now I can see her. Ooh, Lynn is on. Hi, Lynn. Okay, so here is my card. Thank you. Well, it's actually a gift card holder. Remember? Because we made the pocket here. All right, so here's that. I just love this bundle. It's so pretty. And of course, Rhinestones always make it. Thank you, Marcia. Okay, so I want to show you 2 more things. So this one I did earlier in the month with my downline. So I used plaids and my cute little penguins and did the same thing. I have a Merry Christmas in there because I didn't put anything on the front. So this is the same thing. This is the gift card holder. That's the same thing. And I've also been doing a different one all month, but I don't think I have a copy of that one. Thanks, Alyssa. I'm glad you like it. I didn't know you were watching too. Do you always watch with Mom when she's watching my live? Or has it just started recently? Okay, she's really gonna like this one. Okay, so I've been doing this this gift card holder all month with my clubs, but I was doing it with plaids, and I don't have a plaid one done, and I couldn't find all the other. I don't have the punch, but I have a whole bunch of these punched out somewhere, and I have no idea where. So I'm just showing you the original one that I completely copied from my friend Lisa Marie Smith. So this also I made into a gift card holder. All right, so Alyssa, do you like this one too? Can you see him wearing the, she comes back and forth to watch with me. Oh, well, she needs to come see this. Can she see this one? I love these so much. Okay, so this one is also a gift card holder. This is a little band. Did you see it yet? This is a little band. So I did the same kind of thing, but my score line here for the pocket, is scored at 1 inch. So, and I didn't, oh, I just cut this one. Okay, so this one is not showing as a gift card holder, because when I first designed it, I didn't make it into one. But I did all month long, so you still could. So I scored this front panel at 1 inch, and then folded it in, and then put designer paper here too, to make the pocket here. It's just the pocket is skinnier, but still fits in because of the width of the card, and the front is bigger. So then this part that's added on, this is this long tab thing here is 5.5 inches long. I think I scored it at 1.25 inches, and then this end here, I put tear and tape on the front and the back and tucked it in so it's an anchor right here. Okay, so you can close this here and close this here. And can you see my snow on here? This is the puff paint. He's so cute. He is really cute with the plaids too. And we use I use the green hat and scarf for, just my hostesses got this month. So that was a fun one to do this month. So 2 different kinds of gift card holders, but just with a little bit different of a score line on it. So I'm glad that you like it. Thank you. All right. Oh, I forgot to tell you things going on right now and soon. So today just started the online extravaganza. And I need a quick drink, sorry. Today started the online extravaganza. So there are select 8 select bundles that are an additional 5% off for, it's starting today through Friday. And there are select ink pads and cases of stamp pads. They are, well, some of them are 50, the individual ink pads are 15% discounted, and I just called myself. Sorry if you saw a blank, it's because I was getting a call in and it said it was a call from Stephanie Flath, so I'm not sure how exactly I was calling myself. That was kind of confusing to me. We'll see what she says. Maybe she'll leave a voicemail. Okay, anyway, everything's on my blog for the specifics of what's on sale. You can print out the list or just view the list or whatever. I got distracted by calling myself. You need to go to my blog to appreciate the whole list anyway. So, okay, so that's one thing. Another thing is next Tuesday, the 26th, I have an all occasions card class that you can sign up for. We're going to be doing 2 each of birthday, thank you, and Christmas cards. 3 designs to each of the designs. And that is 7 o'clock at my house. And it's $15 or free with a qualifying purchase. And the other thing that is coming up soon, in less than 2 weeks, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, so the Saturday after Thanksgiving, I'm going to be doing a craft show. I haven't done one in a long time. I have my cards there and some other things. I have some kits too that I'm going to be selling. Excuse me. But I will be at a craft show. It's at the, excuse me, I don't know what's going on. I am just a mess this morning. Okay, so it's the Wyoming Band's Holiday Treasures Craft Show, I think is what the full thing is. It's right near my house, probably not even a mile away. Prairie Parkway. Like, you know how, so Michael, well, no, you guys turn onto the hoop, which is the one that has the hill, and then you turn onto Michael from it. So the hoop going the other way of 28th Street is called Michael, and if you turn right at the light past the mall, that's Prairie Parkway, and you turn right, and a block, I'll say, down that road is, it used to be Rogers High School, now it's Wyoming High School. So the craft show is there. So if you want to come see me, I will be there. I think it's a big one. They have 2 gyms. Somebody asked me which gym I'm in. I have no idea what gym I'm in, but there are 2 gyms and a balcony. So anyway, I'm kind of excited. I haven't done one in a long time, and so come see me and say hi. I'd love to see you. Okay, I think that's all that I have for you. Other than, I should tell you, because I thought of this while I was going through my list of stuff, save the date for February 22. It's a Saturday. It is going to be our next crafting retreat, 1-day crafting retreat. So it's an all-day thing. We have lots of fun. If you have any kind of questions about that, if you don't know what it is or whatever, ask me. We had so much fun. Everybody that was there is like, when are you going to have the next one? So it's a bring your own craft kind of day. Just a sec, sorry. Man, I'm struggling today. Sneeze is not coming. It's a bring your own craft kind of day, but then we also provide projects. You get a goodie bag of stuff, of product. You get pillow gifts, kind of like Stampin' Up style, and a space to, it seems like there's one more thing that you get, but I don't know. Lunch and dinners included, but that's optional. And you get a whole table to work. And I called myself again. I don't know what in the world that is. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and I accidentally answered it, and then had to turn it, and then had to hang up. I don't know what's going on. Seriously, it says right on my thing, it's a call from Stephanie Flath. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I better go now. Thank you for joining me today. And make sure that you share and comment and like and ask questions and whatever. And this gift card holder is up for grabs, so I will send it to you eventually, even though I'm often late. Okay, have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.